Okay, I know I was gonna review Limbo this weekend, but I decided to do Ember instead because they're still tweaking around some of his abilities, and I'm just gonna wait for the rework before I do anything with Limbo. Before I even touch Limbo, I'm gonna wait for the rework and do a review on that, which gives me a few times to. It gives me some time to put Forma on him. Um, shit! I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, but yeah, Ember is slowly becoming my favorite more and more and more, and that's only because of the fact that she's freaking fire. She's freaking fire. How could you not like fire? And by the way, I want to talk about her passive ability. If she gets lit on fire, she will gain back a little bit of energy, and I believe she gets a bonus weapon damage as well. So, not a great passive ability, but it works. Now, another thing about her passive ability is that it allows you to, pretty much every single one of your abilities has a 100% status chance. So every time you use things like Fireball, which is her first ability, it will always light the enemy on fire. And the best part about Fireball is it not only lights the enemies on fire, but you don't actually have, like, see, I can cast another thing over there, like, you don't actually have to have a target to shoot at. You can just cast it at any point in time. And I actually like, and there's a lot of splash damage with that ability as well, so that'll also come in handy a lot. Now, another cool thing I like about this ability is that if you use her second ability, you can stun all the enemies and then stack the damage with Fireball. So, that is definitely very cool. Now, her third ability is kind of weird, and I'm probably going to have to explain a few things after I use it. Okay. Essentially, what that does is it shoots a giant wave of fire and then leaves behind a ring of fire for a few seconds. But when enemies walk through it, they will be damaged, but if they end up in the center and just eat the damage, they will not proceed to take any damage. So you probably have to use this quite a bit. Now, another thing is there is an augment for third ability, and what it allows you to do is, if you cast the ability, it will, oh, I don't have any energy, if you cast the ability, it will basically stun all of the enemies to where they're just sitting in the ring of fire and can't do anything, so they're just continuously getting burned. Which is, I'm definitely not complaining whenever I do that. But, then I do, this is by far my favorite of all time, abilities, because it's just so incredible. It's called World on Fire. Ah, shit. And if you cast it, oh, okay, that is not what I wanted to do at all. Let me just throw down a couple of those. Okay, and then I'll show you guys. Now, it will drain your energy. It does have an activation cost of 25 energy, I believe, and that does apply with power efficiency. So if you have power efficiency, it will still take the maximum amount of energy. But it will drain 5 energy per second, and World on Fire will essentially light the world on fire, or in this case, the enemies. So little explosions will come out, and that will light the enemy on fire and knock them down. And if you have Firequake on, it will essentially knock them down, and it will hit them while they're down. And this is cool in a big crowd of enemies, because then you can just keep knocking them down, and then they'll never get back up. Now, you can have this ability active throughout the whole time as long as you have energy. It's a toggle ability, so you won't have that many issues refilling your energy. And you cannot, I don't believe you can get energy from Energy Vampire either. So I think the only way you can get it, can you even get it from Team Officer? No, you cannot use energy restores either. So the only way to get energy is to, to pick up health, not health orbs, energy orbs. So that is pretty much the only way to gain energy. But another thing I need to point out about heat damage is it's only good against, it's really good against the infested, but it's not so good against high level Corpus. It's good against the Grenier, and it's really good against the infested, but against high level Corpus, it's just not going to work. But if you just want to run around and knock all the enemies down and stun them, then that works fine too. Just don't expect to do a lot of damage with your abilities, unless you mod for negative power strength. But I wouldn't suggest doing that. I find that Ember is very good for farming low to mid-level missions, but when it comes to the infested, she's really good at doing high-level missions as well. This is one of those Warframes that I didn't really have that much high expectations for until I got her. So go and get Ember, you will not regret it. I can guarantee. She is very fun, very versatile, and just, you can have so much fun with her. I just suggest you try her out. She's pretty easy to get. You get her from a boss fight as normal, and she's just so much fun. I definitely suggest you get her. I would recommend her to anyone. But that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, please comment, and please subscribe. And let me know which Warframe you want to review next. Not Limbo, though, because, like I said, I'm waiting for the rework. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.